Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Kendra. Today I'm interviewing authors, bloggers, beauty enthusiasts, and YouTube sensations, the Glam Twins! Kendra and Kelsey. You may have seen them in magazines or on YouTube doing hair or makeup for over 500,000 subscribers. To hear their tips on how you can start a successful YouTube channel, stay tuned, it's all coming up next. Thank you, Kendra and Kelsey, for joining today's episode. So, for those that don't already know, can you start off telling everyone a little bit about yourselves?
Okay, so I'm Kendra. And I'm Kelsey. And we're from Montgomery, Alabama, but we do live here in Atlanta, Georgia currently. And we're 24 years old. And we started our YouTube channel about 5 years ago. And it started out kind of as a hobby, and it just turned into a career a little after we graduated beauty school.
Okay, cool. So, let's start with, how long have you guys been on YouTube, and what inspired you both to start a channel?
Okay, well, like Kelsey said, we've been on for about 5 years, and we got inspired from basically watching other people's YouTube channels because we were like religious YouTube video watchers. We used to love all the beauty and fashion videos. Like, YouTube became our TV. So, and it is currently a lot of other people's TV. They don't even watch TV anymore.
Right.
So we would watch it every single day after school. Like when we were in high school, we would come home and watch makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, fashion hauls, all that kind of stuff. And we used to get questions about our hair, which at the time we were transitioning from relaxed to natural hair. So we had like that kind of weird face hair where people were curious as to what we did to it to make it healthier, because I think a little toward the end of our senior year is when we started to see like our hair get more healthy. And that was like the longest we had ever saw it. And a lot of people were asking, how did y'all get your hair so long? Like, are you taking vitamins? Like, what are you doing?
Right.
So at that point, we were like, maybe we should make a YouTube channel. And then we were just making the videos for fun then. We had like a webcam. We didn't even have like a real camera like this one here. So
Or editing.
Everything was kind of ratchet.
Yeah.
Like, it was really like blurry and fuzzy. But we just sat in front of the camera and started talking about like what hair products we used and like what we did every week, like our routine and all that kind of thing. And people were just intrigued, so we just kind of kept making them and just started from there. I think we were like 19, 20 maybe. And yeah, that's where it started.
What are some things that one should consider before launching a YouTube channel?
Well, you just have to remember when you're first starting out that you're not going to have 1 million subscribers like in a week. It doesn't happen that way. You have to kind of progress and get better at your craft, and people will start to notice you after you start your channel and begin to be more consistent with uploading, because if people see that you're consistent, they're going to want to keep coming back to your channel. You also have to know, because a lot of people ask about like brand deals and things like that, like, oh, how can I get companies to contact me? You can't really contact them. They have to kind of want to work with you. Okay. So when we first started getting companies that wanted to work with us, we just saw it in our email, and we were like, oh, this is cool. I guess we could do this video for them. But you have to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure you're not talking about products that you wouldn't use in real life, because some people do that just because they're getting checked. You want to make sure it's authentic and natural. So yeah,
and make sure you're also passionate about it, because a lot of people see other people doing it and they think, oh, that looks cool, but they don't think about, do I really want to be doing this? Like, is this something that I would continue doing for myself?
Exactly.
Because if you're not doing it for yourself first, then people will automatically see that, because most people just do it because they think it's like a trend or it's popular.
Yeah.
Because like YouTube today is basically the thing to do to start a channel. But whatever your channel is about, you have to make sure that you believe in what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So passion is key also.
How important are video titles, and how do you guys tag your videos?
Well, mostly it's always in relation to the video. So whatever you want people to see, whatever you want people to find when they find your video, it's going to go to that. So for example, if you're talking about a L'Oreal product in a video, you can tag L'Oreal, and that will come up. And sometimes, like I was saying earlier about, like Kelsey was saying earlier about like sponsor videos or working with different like companies, sometimes that's how they find you, if you tag the company. Whatever brands you're using, tag those. Whatever your favorite YouTubers are, you might want to put them in there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes if you like put up a popular YouTuber that you like to watch, your videos might come up also
when someone searches their videos.
Yeah.
So tags are kind of like keywords.
Okay.
But as far as the titles, you definitely want it to be in relation to what the video is about. So kind of self-explanatory, so that people can know what they're getting themselves into when they click it. And you want to make sure that it's something that, like,
a lot of people would search.
Yeah, that a lot of people would search. Like,
Okay.
that's gonna be easy to search. You don't want it to be a complicated title, because they're not gonna find it.
Right.
So it is, the more simple, the better, especially in the beginning.
So what are some do's and don'ts when creating a YouTube channel?
Well, definitely you want to have good editing, good music, but not like non-copyrighted music. So you want to make sure you have like permission to use the music, or make sure you just find some music that's safe to use, like no copyright sounds. Usually it has music that you can download that won't, you know, flag your videos or anything like that. So definitely make sure you have like the right music, and also simple editing. It doesn't have to be super fancy, but as long as the editing is easy to understand and people can enjoy watching the video. Because even a lot of times if you have good content and the editing is like okay, it's not as enjoyable to watch for people because it's harder for people to watch. It doesn't have to be like super fancy, but just make sure it's simple and easy to watch. You do want to have good lighting, because some people like turn the camera on and the lighting don't look cute at all. So even if you can't like afford like lights or anything, try filming in the daytime in front of a window, because daylight has some of the best light. So lighting is really good. So that's another do. Don't, I would say basically the opposite of the do's. So like, you know, don't have bad quality. Don't, you know, film in the dark.
Because some people are like, I can't even see
Can't
you.
see, yeah. Don't do anything that you don't believe in, like we were talking about earlier. Like, so make sure your content is valuable or entertaining, or both. So if people enjoy watching you, like I said, they're gonna come back. Because a lot of times, if they find an interesting video, they will subscribe, but everybody won't keep watching. So you definitely want to make sure you keep people's attention with you, the person. Like I said earlier, that's gonna keep them coming back to your channel. So one video will like get them to subscribe, but your personality will get them to stay.
Okay.
So, like I said earlier, that's really important. So that's another do. Just be yourself.
Okay. So do be you.
Do be you.
Alright, perfect. When starting a YouTube channel, what do you think is more important? The quality of the video or the content of the video?
I would definitely have to say it's a little bit of both, I think, because you want to make sure the quality is good. These days, they want to make sure they can hear and see you. When we started with the webcam. You could barely see or hear, but people didn't care then. But now it's like you have to have top-notch quality. But I say if you get like a pretty decent like Canon camera, because we were using our Canon TireShot camera for like 3
So that's a point
years.
and shoot one.
Yes, it's like really small. It's not really it's not like a really big camera, but we reached like 200,000 subscribers with that camera. So we knew people were coming to our channel because they really liked us. So that's what Kendra said. It's like your personality. A lot of times that grabs people's attention,
And it's gonna keep them there.
Yeah, it's gonna keep them there. So they'll watch you if you have okay quality and great quality. But I feel like as long as they can see and hear you, then you're good to go. And the content, you just want to make sure you're talking about things that you're truly passionate about, and just make sure you're not doing things for the wrong reasons, I say, with the content, because people can read it on the camera. Like if you're being fake, or you're not talking about products that you believe in, or things like that. So just make sure it's authentic.
So Kelsey and Kendra, Glam Twins is a hit. So why do you think you both have been so popular on YouTube?
Well, I think it's mainly because we're twins, and there are not a lot of twins on YouTube, and there are definitely not a lot of black twins on YouTube. So I think me and Kendra were like one of the first, I think.
There's more now, but at first it wasn't a lot.
Like 5 years ago, I feel like old now compared to when we started. But because we're twins, and I also think we grabbed a lot of people's attention because of our hair. And a lot of people wanted to know how we grew it, and some people didn't even think it was real. Some people still don't think it's real, which is fine. I have no reason to lie. Also, I think it's just because me and Kendra are ourselves. There are a lot of people on YouTube that are themselves, but there are a lot of channels where you go on their channels and see that they're trying to act like somebody else. You can definitely tell.
Or they're just a character.
They're not themselves. So I think that's why we've been so successful on YouTube.
What is a piece of advice you all have for those who are trying to grow their channel and gain more subscribers?
Well, basically, I would piggyback what I said earlier. Be passionate about what you're talking about, because naturally, the people will come. They will keep coming to watch if you are into what you're talking about on your channel. Because a lot of the time, some people, they will have a channel for like 2-3 years, and they still people still don't feel the passion in their videos, or they don't feel the personality coming out. So when you're not yourself in your videos, people can definitely feed off of that, because a lot of people like don't only watch you for only like your beauty videos or like what you're talking about. They like some people for simply just their personality.
Yeah.
They will come back just because they like you, the person.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely say be yourself, because people can definitely tell if you're trying to be someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely focus on that first, and also just promoting yourself in a way that isn't pushy. So you don't want to go around like, watch my YouTube channel, watch my YouTube channel. You know, you just want to kind of lay low a little bit and just promote yourself, like on Instagram, Twitter, like your own social media, Snapchat.
Okay.
So start with your own social media. So every time you put up a video, like, hey, just put up a new video. And also thumbnails are really important too. The thumbnail is the picture that people see before they click your video. So if the thumbnail is intriguing, then people will want to click it.
Yes, definitely.
But don't make it deceiving, no.
Yeah, some people do that. Yeah.
Like, you don't want to make it look like it's something that is not.
Yeah.
Because when you click it, then you might be disappointed. Because some people do that.
Yes.
So what are some steps to staying relevant and current on YouTube?
Well, we would definitely say, like earlier, be yourself, because a lot of people can tell if it's real or not. Even though at first when you start, it's a little awkward because it's just you on the camera, you feel like you're talking to yourself. But after a while, if it's something that you really want to do, you'll get used to it, and you'll think about the people that are watching you. So you're going to feel like you're talking to people. So if people feel like you're genuine, they're going to feel comfortable coming to watch you every time. But also, don't try to be like other people that are already out there. They're already out there. So don't like recreate that person. Because there's not you, like the person that is trying to make the channel. There's not you out there yet. So
they want to see you.
They want to see you. So be original also.
So what advice do you all have for those who really want to start a YouTube channel but are scared to put themselves out there?
Definitely the hardest part about starting YouTube is starting YouTube.
Right.
Because a lot of people like, oh, I'm going to start my YouTube channel. Every time you see them, they keep saying it.
They never do it.
And they never do it. They like drag their feet. So the hardest part is actually starting it. But after you start it, it's like there's no turning back, so you got the hard part over with.
Right.
So it's kind of like a leap of faith, pretty much. Because you never know what's going to happen. You never know. Your video might help someone, and you can start inspiring people that didn't think they could do it. Because a lot of the times, people who are on YouTube, we realize this because we were these people. Like, a lot of people who start YouTube are usually really shy, kind of antisocial, like never felt like they could put themselves out there. And YouTube kind of gives you the confidence to feel like you can be yourself and feel like there are people who want to hear what you have to say.
Or are just like you.
Or are just like you. It's definitely a platform to make other people feel like they're not alone in how you feel, and depending on what you want to make your videos about, but definitely start it, because it does take a lot of courage to start a YouTube channel and to just decide to do something on your own without somebody else telling you you can't do this or you should do this.
Thank you, Kendra and Kelsey, for coming on today's episode. My last question is going to be simply, what is the best piece of advice you all have for those who want to start a successful YouTube channel?
Okay, well definitely, I like to call them the 3 C's. So basically, confidence, consistency, and communication. So you definitely want to be confident when you're in front of a camera, because everybody loves a confident person. And consistency is key, because everybody, like Kelsey said, they're going to keep watching if they know you're reliable, and you're going to have a video up around the same time whenever you decide to put your videos up. So definitely be consistent and don't, disappear for months at a time. And definitely make sure you communicate with your audience. So keep them engaged, reply to comments, be personable.
I will also say, obviously, what we've been saying the whole time in this video, be yourself, because there's only one you out there, and you don't want to be like 1,000 of the people that you watch. They're not going to be watching you to watch a replica of people they already watch. They're going to be watching you because you're new, you're fresh. People are always looking for new channels to watch. I know I am. I'm always looking for new people, because sometimes you get tired of seeing the same faces. So you just want to see some new, fresh faces out there. So definitely be confident in knowing that you are you and you need to be you. So definitely that.
Well, awesome. Well, Glam Twins, also known as Kendra and Kelsey, thank you all so much for coming on today's episode. I really appreciate the interview, and I know that you guys inspired so many to start a YouTube channel. Definitely share with your friends and subscribe to Kandakaya and Glam Twins 334 and Glam Twins TV. Right?
Yeah, we do have a vlog channel. Yeah, a vlog channel.
So we want to make sure we subscribe to all 3. All right, y'all. It's been fun, and we thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time.